Alright, so Kishimoto is finally making a grand return to the Shonen Jump scene thing. With his Samurai 7 being cancelled, he's finally making a return as the lead writer for Boruto. Now, I'm actually very excited for this change, even though that does mean Kodashi will be leaving the scene and Kishimoto is replacing him. I can see why people would be complaining about him because Kishimoto, he doesn't really have a good track record of making good utility out of the side characters, or even the women characters. Because in Naruto, Sakura, all these characters, they really didn't amount to much. But I would like to believe that's because the difference between Naruto and Boruto is not only because it's a new team, but it's more so that Boruto is a monthly manga while Naruto is weekly. Because Naruto was so weekly, it didn't really give. I would like to believe that it didn't give Kishimoto the breathing room to think what he would have done with the other characters if he had the time to properly think those characters out. For example, Boruto the Last, you really see a lot of development for Hinata since she was the main focus of that movie. Or hell, it goes in a step further. I can't remember the name of the book, but where Sarada had to find out who her real mom was. Like that was interesting. That was written by Kishimoto, and because he wanted on a tight schedule, he was fully able to fully flesh out these characters. And I think now that he's going back to what his roots, and with Boruto being monthly, I think it'll actually be better for him in this case. I really wish that it would have been this way for original Naruto. That if Naruto had shifted to a monthly manga, but just to see how those characters would have developed. But it's kind of too late for that. Now, that's why I'm saying the complaints I do to see are valid because if Kishimoto could have replaced the lead writer, the flow of the manga is not going to be the exact same because Kodashi obviously, since he's a different person, he had different attention with the character. But with Kishimoto, since he's the original creator, he can be more, I guess, make the characters more natural, have the way they were originally written in the original show. And because of that, I do think it's actually a really good change, despite that, regardless whether the rumors are that, Kishimoto just went back to Naruto after he recently just said that he didn't want to go back, he didn't want to do a Naruto sequel to Shonen Jump. And now he planned to go back to Boruto after his Samurai 7 got canceled, which is a bit sketchy, but I think it's just more so that he needed a break from Naruto or Boruto. And now that he got that, I think he properly rejuvenated and wants to put his heart soul to making this a great manga. And not only that, because he was the one who was talking about the Naruto characters in Boruto dying. He was fully willing to let Naruto or any of these characters, Naruto, Sakura even, he was fully willing to let them die if in the right scenario for the right reason. Now I'm glad he's still sticking with that. His mindset still hasn't changed from way back when, which I do believe it hasn't. Because at the end of the day, Kishimoto is a great writer. He's a great writer when he's not pressed on time. Because, again, a lot of people will criticize Naruto Shippuden specifically because Sakura didn't really have much development to begin with. Because, you take original Naruto, she was weak, useless, she had nothing to do. She trained after Tsunade at the end of Naruto. Shippuden, she's crazy strong, she knows how to do medical ninjutsu. While yes, she does some key moments in Shippuden while saving Naruto's life numerous times, she doesn't really do anything truly outstanding besides literally the beginning of the series when she fought Sasori, at the end of the series when she broke one of Kaguya's horn. Besides that, there's not really anything substantial she really done. Like nothing crazy out of this world, and that kind of does irritate me. But I do think it actually is going to get better from here on out with Boruto, especially given how the fact that like even out or even in the anime of Boruto, Sakura is given a lot to do, training her, given a lot to do. They're putting a lot of focus on her, and how even Kishimoto, like I said before, would also did a lot of focus on her with the Shinyu Chiha storyline, and I think this could be it could be good or bad. It depends on how much Kishimoto deviates or progress on Kodashi's original plan. I mean, whether or not Kodashi's plan was so was adapted from Kishimoto's mindset, if Kodashi if they were planning on Kishimoto to originally go in after the current chapter, because he coming in, he writing the story for this month before on. Now, I do think that Kodashi already had this in plan and already had Kishimoto's mindset and what he would actually envisioned for the story going forward. So that way it could be a natural change of pace, a flow, I should say. So that way the story won't feel out of place when you have one writer switch to the original creator, the original source, I would say. I think it's still going to be all natural. That's what I would like to believe. But again, we just gonna have to see the next couple months if anything truly deviates from the Boruto beforehand. But regardless, I think there could be a great thing in the works. But I guess we'll just have to see. And I'll see you guys on the next one.